Well, good day, everybody, and welcome to this 2022 Nissan Frontier. Now, I haven't test driven or reviewed a whole lot of pickup trucks, but this Frontier's been kind of a big deal this year because Nissan finally gave their loyal following what they've been waiting for, and that is a redesign. Now, when they redesigned this, they basically did what they needed to do. They gave it a much better drivetrain, much better driving characteristic, but most importantly, they gave this a really sharp interior, and I really like it. Now, this is a two-wheel drive model, 4-foot bed, king cab, crew cab, four doors, and yeah, so it's not real high trim, but yeah, so you got the Tacoma out there, and you got the Colorado, and you got the Ranger, you know, but the Tacoma is the king, but this Frontier has such a following. So anyway, let's go get out and take a quick look. Now, I do like the way this looks. This is just your basic white. Again, this is in the SV trim, so it's kind of a middle of the road trim. I do like how Nissan does their option packages, and we'll get into that a little bit. But again, just a basic truck. I do like the styling of this thing. And the interior, we're gonna spend a little bit of time because they did such a good job on the interior. Now, this is the short bed. You got 17-inch wheels back there. You got a nice damped cargo area there. No bed liner in this SV trim without any of the option packages. But yeah, pretty sharp as far as truck goes. Let's hop in the back. All right. It's a pretty decent leg room. Again, I'm not a 6-footer. This is further back than I would normally drive. And like I said, decent headroom. The seats are pretty comfortable. Like most trucks, these are sitting pretty much straight up. So you wouldn't want to take like epic drives back here as a passenger. But short trips, that's not a problem. And there's plenty of room. You got USB-C, regular USB, seat pockets. Pull down here. Yeah, really cool stuff. And you got your classic sliding window back here. I'm not going to open that. But yeah, I like the fabric on this. If you take a look at the interior here, just basic stuff, but really handsome as far as how they did this. The doors feel nice. Everything you touch in here is really good. And again, this is not the top trim with all the leather treatments. This is just the middle of the road SV trim. Now, these seats do pop up on both sides. Get the nice under seat storage. Plus, you can keep them up and put a bike or something back there. Let's pop this one up. Yeah, super duper storage. Let's hop in the passenger seat. Talk. Yeah, so the big thing here with this interior, solid sounding door clunk. I really like that. But the big thing in this interior is just how handsome it looks. Just really good quality stuff here. But again, this is the SV trim, so you just get basic AC. All the knobs feel really high quality. This is where your 12 volt is. This big blank spot over here is where your 4-wheel drive controls would go, and you have a stop start button there. Decent sized glove box over here. But again, just everything looks really good. Basic stereo system, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, perfectly placed. Again, nice volume knob, feels really good. Super high quality. Again, this is probably my favorite part about spending time in the truck this week, is just how much I really like the interior. I like sitting over here on the passenger seat, and I like sitting over there and of course driving it. So let's go hop around in the driver's side. Yeah, and these doors, man, just super duper solid funk. Now, this SV trim does come with 6-way power here, and it comes with a manual lumbar support, which is a little, you can't see it on the side there. So a little bit of an upgrade on the SV. Again, everything here is really touches nice. You got your tow mode here, just some dimmers, trip stuff there, cargo lamp, and stability control down there. Now you get a basic steering wheel here in the SV trim, just basic cruise control, and then your volume and stuff over here. Now this center screen here is nice and big, and you can just flip through all the different stuff. There's not much there. Fuel economy, your stereo system. Driving aid wise, all this has is front brake assist. There's no other safety features on here. Tire pressure, ooh, that left rear is a little off from the other ones. Anyway, not much going on in here, but again, the gauges are nice and bright and clear. Now, again, I mentioned outside that I like how Nissan does their option packages on this SV, and there's basically 3. If you want all the safety stuff, I think it's like $900. And that gives you all your blind spot stuff, and you get adaptive cruise and things like that. If you want all the creature comforts and convenience things like heated seat, heated steering wheel, auto climate, things like that, that's a pretty expensive package, but it gives you a lot of goodies that you would expect. And then if you want some luxury with a sunroof and leather, that's a whole nother package. With a Fender stereo, that's a whole nother package. So I kind of like how you can pick what you want in your truck, but I would just get it like this. If you're gonna get a truck, you're getting a truck for being a truck. And this one here starts 2-wheel drive, $34,000. I would definitely get 4-wheel drive if I were gonna get one of these. Now this SV trim has a basic key fob, no remote start or anything, but it does have push button start. And there's no proximity key in, so you got to get the key out, unlock the car. When you get in, then you got to put the key away or just set it somewhere. So I don't understand that. Either do full key or full smart key, proximity key. But again, you got to get that convenience package, and that's going to give you the full keyless entry. But again, you do have your start stop button down there. But now I got to find a place for the key. But how does this drive? Let's take it out for a quick spin. Let's pop this in reverse. Here's your reverse camera. You do get these guidelines. Again, I really like where this is placed as far as your line of vision. Okay, out for a drive. Now under the hood we have a 3.8 liter V6, no turbos here. And man, it is a honey smooth of an engine. It's a little over 300 horsepower. I'll put the numbers up here, and about 280 some odd pound-feet of torque. But the way Nissan has tuned this is they've tuned it with a really quick throttle response. So it's just a kind of a delight of an engine to drive. This truck will get up and move. Now, as far as gas mileage with this, you got the Maverick out there, which it's not really a truck like these things are, but you got the Maverick with the hybrid out there. This one actually, as far as gas mileage, it's rated for 18 around the town, 24 out on the highway. And the time I've had it, yeah, I've been doing 22, 23 miles per gallon. I did have it on a good highway trip where I got 25. So for such a lively engine, it doesn't do too bad. Now this 2-wheel drive version is rated to tow 6,000 some pounds, a pretty good tow capacity. Again, the all-wheel drive is going to pull a little bit more if you go up in trim levels, but over 6,000 even for this 2-wheel drive is what you're starting at as far as towing. Handling wise, it's a truck. Not much to say there. However, I would say that this is actually fun to drive. It sort of feels like it's lively, it's fun. Of course, it doesn't handle great, but it's not bad. For a pickup truck, again, it's really all about the drivetrain with this. The steering is very light. This is a hydraulic steering, so it's pretty old school. It gets really heavy when you're just parking the car. It's pretty heavy steering, but just cruising around like this, it's very comfortable. Now the brake pedal it's not mushy soft, but it's not firm. So whatever word you want to use for in between, and the brakes are fine, for a pickup truck. Again, I don't mind driving this. I've had a kind of a good time driving it this week, and because it's just kind of a playful truck. It's not too big and it's not too small. Okay, taking her out on the highway. A couple cool things about this Frontier on the highway, first of all, is its range. You know, this good decent highway mileage, 24, 25, and the tank size, 21. You know, you're gonna get close to 500 miles on a tank of gas, and I've got close to that just in kind of mixed driving. I've gotten like 460 miles on my one tank of gas before I filled up the other day. The other thing that's cool out here on the highway is this is a very quiet cabin. It's really just tire noise. This thing will cruise all day. It's very, very good, solid ride. You know, if it wasn't a little bouncy, like a pickup truck should be, it should be bouncy. But if it wasn't bouncy, you'd go, man, this is sort of a premium car drive. It just takes bumps so well. The suspension is so quiet, even on bumpy roads. It's a really, really quiet suspension. Let's go ahead and do some passing here. Yeah, wind noise is very good out here. Again, it's just the road noise. Now, seat comfort. Well, it's okay. Like I said, I could drive this all day as far as how the engine performs and how quiet it is and how spacious it is in here. I don't think the seats would hold up for me. They're okay, they're just not the best. Sound system wise, this is a bass sound system, and it's okay. If you want the good sound system, you're gonna have to go up to you know, you're gonna have to get that really, really nice luxury package added on. So I think, you know, trying to sum this truck up before we end this quick video is that I like to drive it more than a Tacoma. I think Nissan has done a great job of updating this. They've not complicated it. They've given, you know, just in this SV trim, you know, you got everything you need because it drives so well. If you want the bells and whistles, you can start adding them up. So it's really fun and playful to drive. I haven't driven a Ranger, I have not driven a Colorado, but the fact that this has a naturally aspirated engine, to me, it's just a pleasure to hear that V6. It actually sounds pretty good when it revs out. With a 7,000 RPM red line is pretty cool. Drawbacks, well, it is a pickup truck. You know, I think $34,000 for this is too much money. You know, and with all the bells and whistles, this will be $40,000, and that's before you add all four-wheel drive. So I don't know, but when you look at full-size trucks like the F150s and Silverados and things like that, I guess these are bargains, and I guess that's why the Maverick, even though it's not the same league as this as far as a truck goes, that's why they're selling like hotcakes. So really, that's my only complaint about this is price. It does have the turning radius of a battleship. Again, I just don't recall that in the Tacomas I've driven, but you know, that's just the only other complaint that I have. So super interior, nice quiet drive, excellent powerful drivetrain, good towing capacity, and looks pretty good. So you definitely should check this out if you're looking for this this class of vehicle, because it is a lot of fun, and it would be a lot of fun to have if you need a truck and you got an active lifestyle or need to, you know, do those family and household chore duties. So anyway, thanks for joining us today on this quick vid and this Nissan Frontier 2022, and have a great day, morning or evening, wherever you may be.